everybody, it's me, Zoe. So I just wanted to do a little post today about staying positive and staying healthy with fibromyalgia. So the first one really is to stay healthy. It's hard with fibromyalgia because one of the main things of staying healthy is to stay active. Fibromyalgia really does prevent that because one of the main things of staying healthy is to stay active, and fibromyalgia prevents that. So one of the main things that I've found is to try and gently get yourself into exercising. Now, that doesn't mean sort of go to the gym and sort of pump iron. That just kind of means gently getting into some kind of form of exercise. Whether that just means walking, which is what I do. I've got a little pup, and all I do is just gently walk up and down the road. It's nothing much, but it gets me out. And that's all we mean by sort of gently exercising. I think when we say exercise, a lot of people are like, hardly, I'm not going to go to the gym and I'm not going to, pick up these weights. That's not exactly what we mean. We know we're restricted. So if you have done yoga before, or Pilates or anything like that, and you feel like you could get back into it, then do so. If you've done some kind of belly dancing or I don't know, I'm not all that up with a gym kind of sessions, but there are, sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. There are things like that, aren't there? Legs, bums and tums is one I used to do. But if you were doing that before you got diagnosed and you feel like you could go back into it, then do it. You're not restricted so much. If you used to do it, we're not talking high energy classes. If you feel you could do it again, maybe not to the extent you used to be able to do it, but yeah, give it a go. If you can't, you can't, but you tried it. Or if you could, but you're just not as good as you used to be, there's nothing to say you can't build it back up. But just give it a go. Exercising, swimming, gentle yoga classes, not the high energy ones, walking, anything like that, perfect. It's only really to build up your muscles and get you active, that's all, and meeting people, because once you get out and you start talking to people, it really does improve your your social side of it. Even just smiling at someone, it really does improve things for you. Okay, so that would be my first suggestion, just to sort of get out, really, get a little bit of fresh air, blow the cobwebs away. The second thing is if you struggle with any kind of sleeping problems, so if, like me, you sleep too much, or if you've got insomnia, address it. Go to the doctor and talk to him about it. See what can be done. I know insomnia is quite a hard one to get anything done for, but if you can, then because there are tablets for it, so they should be able to do something for you. If, like me, you sleep too much, if you've got CFS or ME or anything like that along with your fibromyalgia, then make sure you get your bloods tested and see if there's anything else going on. There are actually tablets that you can take if you sleep too much, and you can take tablets for fatigue too, although they don't like giving them to you. But there are things that they can do for you, so make sure you get to the GP and see if there's something that they can do for you. The next thing I would say to stay positive is to shout out, basically, and get involved. So if there are any groups in your area for fibromyalgia, even if it's ME, although they are sort of less popular than fibromyalgia groups, get involved. Definitely hit up any kind of online support groups. Ours is Fibromyalgia Research UK support group, found on Facebook. It's very, very good, not only because it's ours, but because we don't take any kind of rubbish on the group. So there's no nastiness. It's somewhere where you can feel safe. Just get my hair out of my face, sorry. You can feel safe on there. You can ask any kind of questions. We have couple of security things in place, so if you don't feel like you can talk on the group, you can ask in private. So you can send the Fibromyalgia Research UK inbox the message and ask them to post it privately for you, and we will do that. So you can see it on the group, and you can see all the answers. So you haven't asked it yourself, but you will see all the answers on them, so you can stay private. The other thing is nothing that you say on the page will be discussed anywhere else. So there are a couple of things on there that, you know, will keep you safe and secure. We don't like people PMing each other, purely because if I know that sounds a little bit, but it just means that we can keep you safer on the group if things are discussed. Obviously you can PM each other, but it's at your own risk, that's all. We can keep you safer if we can see it in front of us. So there are things in place to keep you safe and secure. There are lots of other fibromyalgia groups out there which are just as fantastic. Another thing to keep and stay positive is if there are groups in your area and you want to help, do that. You get lots of satisfaction out of helping other people. You know, if there's charities in your neighbourhood, we have a charity. If you want to help us, we love people helping. So please get involved. If there are charities in your neighbourhood and you want to help them, get in touch with their leader. I'm sure that they would love your help. And that's very rewarding. So and it will boost your confidence as well. So there's lots of things to stay positive, and those things will just make you feel amazing. Once you start getting out there and exercising, the way you feel about yourself will it'll just boost, and then it's like a knock-on effect. So you will start just feeling on top of the world, and everything then will just start feeling better. You'll start feeling prouder of yourself, and it just all has a knock-on effect. But don't ever be afraid to ask for help as well. I'm a big believer in being honest with your family, so just make sure they all know how you're feeling. Then make sure they all know that you have fibromyalgia, and they all know what it is. There is a big thing about not many people knowing about fibromyalgia. We have leaflets, so if you ever need any leaflets or anything like that explaining what fibromyalgia is, please let us know and we're happy to send them out to you. But yeah, just be honest with people. I know people don't like moaners, but you're not moaning, you are actually poorly. So just be honest, and I think that you'll find your way a lot easier. Okay, so that's me for today, I'm afraid. So take care and have a fantastic day. Thank you for listening. Bye.